Hello and welcome to the AIDEM Risala Update Poll Talk. Over the last few days, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has shifted gears. This is what a large number of political observers of this country are saying, and he has gone back to his so-called Hindutva Ugra Roop of 2002 vintage, where the Gujarat Assembly elections were preceded by carnage of Muslims in large numbers across the state. Now, over the last few days, the campaign thrust that Modi has is about how the Congress Manifesto and how the India Alliance is favoring Muslims, especially targeting Hindu communities, the marginalized communities of Dalits and backward castes. Now, to discuss this situation, this whole campaign and its impact, we have one of the legendary political theorists who has devoted his entire life to addressing issues of Dalit communities, other backward caste communities, and marginalized communities in general, Kancha Ilaiah Shepherd. Kancha Ilaiah, welcome to the AIDEM Risala Update Poll Talk.
Thank you.
I have made in my preface itself, I have given you the very first question. Modi is campaigning across the country in the last few days. He's been saying that the Hindus are being targeted by the Congress Manifesto, especially the Dalits and backward castes. As somebody who has studied these rights and the privileges and the issues of Dalits and backward castes all your life, also all sections of marginalized communities, including the Muslims, what is your take on this?
I think Prime Minister Narendra Modi is seriously shaken because he thinks that he should become third time Prime Minister. RSS has given up all its powers to him and so on. But when the Congress Manifesto is talking about caste census, removal of 50% cap to the reservation imposed by the Supreme Court, and then transfer of 1 lakh rupees for poor women who come in the below poverty line level, and 1 lakh rupees to unemployed per year during the apprenticeship and work out their placement in different things. Now, how does it go to Muslims? What is the Muslim population?
Yeah, that is something which you should enlighten us because you have studied this issue all your life.
How does it go through? How does the Prime Minister of India can convince the Shudra Obc mass, which he himself was an OBC saying, then what is the percent of OBCs, Shudra OBCs? Absolutely less than 50%. Now, within them, easily 25 to 30% are poorest of the poor. And if the money transferred to women, 1 lakh goes to them, the biggest amount will go to Shudra OBCs. Then, what is the number of Dalits? The number of Dalits as per the recent data is 17% national average.
Okay.
So, among them, 60% are below the poverty line. 60 to 70 in fact. So, most of the Dalits will be covered in that, both unemployment thing and the women getting 1 lakh. There are other schemes that Congress has been talking about. Now, tribals as of now are 7%. Right? Now, you add 50, 17, 7%. Now, what is the Muslim percent? Muslim percentage in All India census itself, 14%. Now, within 14%, there is a Muslim rich community.
Right.
Muslims are more urbanized in India. Muslims are, foreign educated, Indian educated. there are three universities.
But there must be only a small percentage of the Muslim community, because the Sachar Commission report has revealed how large sections of...
large section of them are poor.
Yeah.
But the point is, there is also a feudal community within them.
Right.
Because the Muslims were ruler for quite some time, so even assuming in the entire money that Congress wants to transfer from budget to rural people, OBCs, Shudra, Upper Caste, and poor, even Brahmins, Banyas, Kayastas, Khatris, Kshatriyas will also get. If they are below poverty line, they too will get it now.
Okay.
So, and their youth also will get money.
Right.
Now, given this, I think the share of the Muslims would be roughly around 12 to 11%.
Yeah.
Then he's saying, those who produce more children. This rhetoric, if the Muslim world understands this, it is a problem for the nation. You are creating an unnecessary problem for the nation from the Muslim world. The Prime Minister assumes that the Middle Eastern countries, Dubai, Saudi Arabia, and then other rich Muslim countries are respecting it. But when you constantly attack Muslims as only procreation missions, child procreation missions, the whole Muslim world will get hurt with that. I don't know how a Prime Minister, if you talk like that, there is a danger of the country getting, backlog from the Muslim world.
But if you look at Narendra Modi's track record, you would see that in domestic politics he has consistently advocated a aggressive Hindutva policy. But in spite of that, very many Muslim countries have kind of given him a red carpet welcome.
See, you look at that statement on Prophet, the whole Muslim world reacted. The lady who spoke about the Prophet in the TV, she is removed from BJP, right? And then they appeal to the Muslim world, no, we are not against. So this population issue also like that.
Okay.
You are telling the Muslim world that you are child producing missions. You are not talking about it is not a culture of just Indian Muslims. It is a culture of 56 countries. And now Indian Muslims are better in adopting family planning because of our own thing.
Yeah.
So my point is, he could not convince his party, Brahmins, Banyas, Kayastas, Khatris, and also is supporting Hindutva industry. There is a communalized capital now which is supporting them. Whatever they think Narendra Modi implements. Actually, many think that the power is in the hands of Narendra Modi and BJP. No. After 2014, it shifted completely to Gujarati, Bombay, top industrial communalized capital. See, in a democracy, capital is communalized. Then the danger is more for Shudra, farmers, agriculture, OBCs, Dalits and Adivasis. Muslims can fight their battle. They think that if lot of attacks are done on Muslims, what will happen to Muslim world? Will Muslim world keep quiet? But if you oppress OBCs, Dalits and Adivasis, there are no other countries to support us. See, Brahmins are spread all over the world. Banyas have big 46 top industries in the hands of Banyas. 42% of software industries in the hands of Brahmins. Now there are Kayastas, Khatris and Patel, Kshatriyas and so on. But where is the Shudra industry? As Rahul himself said, that 90% of the agrarian production mass, you have not given anything last 10 years. You are an OBC Prime Minister, you have been consistently campaigning about it. Suddenly you say that there are only 2 castes. But if there are only 2 castes, where is your caste? Your OBC caste, is it a rich caste? Is it a poor caste? Obviously, it should be a Gujarati rich caste.
Right.
Then why do you carry on your OBC certificate? When you are rich, you don't have to carry on the OBC certificate. So there is a problem. I think now the BJP is fully rattled with the Congress Manifesto. See, Congress Manifesto, for the first time, caste-based census issue and 50% issue along with class questions
Right.
has taken up never in its history from 1952.
Well, I remember you also been, as a political theorist, you have also been a critic of the Congress in the past.
For a long time.
Yeah.
I was a critic of Nehru, I was a critic of Gandhi. I was first a Marxist and, a Maoist kind of a person. But then Ambedkar, Phule, Periyar, this thought has changed us. Savitribai has opened our eyes to such an extent that unless we fight for women equality, democracy doesn't become anything in India. So the question is, what I have realized is, Rahul, having come from the same dynasty, is talking, right? Nehru, Indira Gandhi, Rajiv Gandhi, and Sonia Gandhi, and now. But though Indira Gandhi's emergency, we all fought. We all as students fought. It is not Narendra Modi or RSS people who fought against. We all fought.
Right.
And many of my friends were killed in encounters, so-called encounters, in 1975 from Osmania University. See, I fought emergency with all my might. The question is not that. But Indira Gandhi has shifted the class struggle part with 1971 election. Garibi Hatao and abolition of PV purchase, land reforms, and then nationalization of banks. Today I am saying Congress Manifesto is short of one very important thing which I have been talking about: deprivatization of school education,
Right.
and English school education in government sector across the country.
Right.
In the whether it is Hindi, Telugu, Marathi, only one subject should be studied, like in Andhra Pradesh. So once school education in no democracy is in the private sector. Now look at the companies that support Narendra Modi are opening all top English medium schools. Dhirubhai Ambani school, which charges for LKG 7 lakh rupees and 12 lakh rupees for 8th to 10th, and then 15 lakhs on 11th and 12th. Your Ashoka University, Amethi, they are all private English medium, and they converted all central universities into Hindi universities. Now Hindi is a full language. So the problem is, one step, solid step, with all the resistance in Congress party, Rahul has taken up as a mission. See, Anand Sharma wrote a very strong letter against caste census and 50%. I wrote an article in Wire that what are you saying? Congress has never recognized identity politics. Muslim minority identity issue was all through with Congress. And later on SC/ST issues were owned up. So what was the vote bank of Congress? Muslims, upper caste, SC/STs. Shudra OBCs were abandoned. Therefore they went and started
smaller regional parties.
They started their own regional parties after 1990 Mandal movement. So now Rahul has taken up this. Therefore today, look at the revolutionary change in the electoral alliances. In UP and Bihar, India Alliance has completely alliances without any problem.
Samajwadi Party and
Samajwadi Party has come, and because Rahul is allowing give and take. And the Shudra parties will realize that once Congress takes up the abolition of caste question, the expansion of reservation, and over a period of time, common education, school education. College education can be in private to some extent, in unlike America, Europe. But once school education comes like that, every child will be English medium up to 12th grade. Child marriages will be. Now, the big business, the industrialists are afraid of Congress Manifesto. See, that is the problem for Modi. They think that the budget economy during BJP period, 80% has gone to big contracts.
Right.
These big contracts, they have laid down roads, very, how sustainable those roads we know. And they are building huge airports. They are building this Bharat trains, typical trains. Now he is talking about fast. What country you are living in? Is the country meant for only Brahmin, Banya, Kayastha, rich people to travel within 2 hours from Delhi to Ahmedabad? What about the poor people? Now these new trains, that what Vande Bharat, poor people cannot get into those trains because of the price, because of the ticket price. You are establishing trains for rich, flights are always for rich, and you are expanding the airport infrastructure in the private sector, completely selling off everything. And this manifesto will again push back into social justice pattern.
Kancha Ilaiah, you've been talking about the theoretical precepts of the Congress Manifesto, and you say that it has rattled the BJP and Narendra Modi. But do you actually see kind of signs from the ground where this manifesto is percolating and people are reacting to it?
No, take for example, they have put a very radical manifestos in Karnataka and Telangana. And a campaign was done by local leaders, Ghar Ghar. The national manifesto has to be taken to every house. Who will have to do it? Congress workers. Now, unfortunately, other Congress leaders are not writing about it, not speaking about it. Why only Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi go and address?
Not only, maybe perhaps what I see in the Hindi heartland is that perhaps the allies, the Samajwadi Party and Rashtriya Janata Dal, they are taking these messages to the people along with more than the Congress workers.
My point is, see, for this Congress Manifesto, Brahmins, Banyas, Kayasthas, Khatris in the Western Indian, and Kshatriyas are opposed wherever they are. Imagine if Anand Sharma were to be an OBC, would he have written that letter? He said, he called me. He said, Kancha, why did you write like that? You attacked my caste also, my personal thing. My birth in a Brahmin family is an accident. I told him, your birth in a Brahmin family is a positive accident. My birth in a shepherd family is a horrible negative accident. The whole generations we suffered. Untouchables suffered much more. So you don't recognize these accidents. Only so they don't want Rahul to take up this caste census. They don't even want English medium in government school.
Right.
The same people educate their children in international English. This hypocrisy is being understood by Shudra, Dalit, OBCs more and more now. Muslims don't raise these questions. Muslims don't ask these questions, right? So therefore they don't have any problem with talking about minority. They don't share. If the OBCs come, tomorrow if the Congress forms the government, 50% seats, cabinet seats will have to go to OBCs, Shudras. Then these, upper caste leaders' role will get reduced. They are worried.
So
my point is,
according to you, the actual problem that BJP and the Modi face at this point of time is the churning in the Hindu communities, especially among the backward caste and Dalits.
No, I don't call them Hindus. What is Hinduism with Shudras and OBCs? Can they become priests in Ram temple? where Narendra Modi, you are an OBC, you could go and open the temple. But why not you start a school to train Shudra, Dalit, OBC, those who believe in Hinduism as priests? Why did you put a Brahmin priest there? He's a young boy, yeah? You put a Brahmin there. The same young boy, why a OBC? OBC Prime Minister can open. Why not OBC become a priest?
Yeah.
So all Brahmins will oppose. So temple should be under your control.
In fact, the Dalit, the Adivasi president of India was not even allowed to enter the temple.
And also here when you lay the foundation stone for new parliament, Kovind was not invited. Inaugural Murmu was not inaugurated. There this doesn't work. Now people are within BJP, RSS, OBCs and Dalits are very angry, very upset. No, their families are there, no. What is their place? You have built such a Ram temple. That is the reason why I am saying now we have only one alternative. We must build a bigger temple for Ambedkar in Mau. Ambedkar Lala. Put there, build a massive temple of global standard. There should be millions should go there. And our religious book is Indian Constitution. And our priest will read that book only in English, in suit and boot. No semi-naked body.
Okay.
So we will bring a spiritual revolution.
Right.
Spiritual revolution. Now, God is necessary. But you made a king God. Right? Rama was a king.
Yeah.
You made a God. Buddha was a king. He became a God. Ambedkar is bigger God for us. He gave the whole system change. He shifted the history of India into a positive. I want all Indians start collecting bricks and build the biggest Bhim temple in Mau where.
Do you think that this election will mark a beginning for such a big project?
Oh yes, this election has began a social revolution. And I am glad a Nehru family member has come with us. You know, I have been expecting Modi to do this. But Modi is only helping the big industries. And he has not given anything to OBCs. You are an OBC Prime Minister. What is the revolutionary step you took for OBCs? You are going all around the temples and you may become tomorrow a saint somewhere after you give up the Prime Ministership. But I don't want to do that. I want my children to learn English and fight with this upper caste wherever they are. Why not? I mean, this country is made of our labor. This country, our people till. And they say cow is our Go Mata. What about buffalo? Buffalo is our greatest buffalo Mata. She gives highest amount of milk. You drink its milk because if it is black animal, you humiliate it. There is no history for us. I mean, I am glad Rahul Gandhi now said 90% people don't have history.
Right.
And buffalo doesn't have history also. No, I was the first person to bring buffalo into the political domain. Buffalo nationalism. The question is, now Narendra Modi is cornered. Now I think, Brahmins and Banyas and not Banyas perhaps, Brahmins in BJP RSS are very happy for cornering their own Prime Minister. Because they don't want him to do this kind of thing. So now Rahul Gandhi has taken up. See, he has been attacking Rahul Gandhi as a dynastic person. And then Rama is also a dynasty leader. You want India's name to be Bharat. It is the name of a king.
Right.
How can you name it? India is not a name of a king. India is not a name of a king. Right? So Narendra Modi says, you gave all seats to your own family, lots of. Who is Rajasthan earlier chief minister? That lady? She was not a Raja queen. And who is Madhya Pradesh king family? That boy, who changed from Congress to Scindia. Where did he come from? And in all BJP, RSS is a dynastic organization. Only Brahmin for lifetime. Lifetime. Now why don't you fight that? You are an OBC. Can Narendra Modi become Sarsanchalak of RSS? You became Prime Minister because of Ambedkar's constitution, not because of Manu Dharma Shastra, not because of Veda. So don't you understand our pain? No, people expected from Narendra Modi to take up the Shudra OBC cause. First time an OBC Prime Minister on his own you came. People voted for you. So now Rahul Gandhi has taken up the cause of ours. He is now saying it is my mission. I will support.
Anyway, Kancha Ilaiah ji, we are just getting into the second phase of polling in these long and laborious elections that we are going to have in this country. And of course, you have also highlighted the larger vision of the Dalit community where you want a
No, I am not representing Dalit community alone.
Yeah.
The whole Shudra community.
Yeah.
See, in Tamil Nadu, when DMK came, when in UP Samajwadi, Bihar RJD or JD, or in Telugu Desam or Maharashtra National Congress, all these are Shudra parties. And with the present manifesto, the Shudra parties will have to come with Congress.
Right.
And over a period of merge with it, Shudras will become Prime Ministers here. OBCs, Dalit will become Prime Ministers here. Because Congress has earlier not given that opportunity. Because its own approach was different.
Yeah.
The old leaders were. So now, I am glad an young leader like Rahul Gandhi has taken up the cause of social revolution. After VP Singh. VP Singh as a Prime Minister, having come from Kshatriya family, has stood for implementation of Mandal Commission. He is also neglected.
Yeah.
He is also ignored. But we don't forget him. So Congress does not recognize him even now. But I don't forget him, what he has fought for. So therefore, this election is going to be a new trend election. My guess is Congress will definitely make a far headway in this election, and its impact on the future is going to be massive.
Anyway, let us see how things develop over the next few weeks when we have this long election. Thank you very much for
Thank
spending
you.
time with the IDEM and the Risala update.
Thank you.
And we look forward to having more conversations with you because you are so knowledgeable about these issues. One of the topmost political theorists on this issue in this country. Thank you very much for spending time.
Thank you. All the best. Yeah.